Senate Democratic leader urges Senate Republican leadership to stop unraveling consumer protections. Tallahassee Senate Democratic leader Non-Rich D. Weston on Tuesday issued the following statement in response to the Senate Republicans' vote to repeal Dodd-Frank Wall Street reforms and consumer protections. In a unanimous vote today, Senate Democrats voted against a memorial to Congress pushed by Senate Republicans calling for the repeal of the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2010. Think about it. They want to get rid of the Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2010, the firelaw enacted to stop Wall Street greed from preying on middle-class Americans. It was the very same national Republican hands-off philosophy on regulating big banking interests that brought our country to the brink of economic collapse. Repealing Dodd-Frank will do nothing to create a free market as they claim, but it would do everything to create another Wall Street free for all. Using small community banks as a smokescreen to remove restrictions large banks loathe is like using the cover of small businesses to advance the interests of large corporations, a tactic Republicans have been using for the past 14 years. If removing obstacles creates a vibrant economy as the Senate Majority Office claims, just what have the conservative Republicans been doing all this time they've been in power? Certainly nothing to legitimately help small businesses, encourage small bank lending, or create good-paying jobs, as anyone stuck in Florida's long unemployment lines can attest. Dodd-Frank goes after the real culprits of the Great Recession. It exempts many of the small community banks from regulations aimed at stopping abuses by the big banks. It stops predatory home loans that helped boost Florida to the top of the national heap for foreclosures. It prevents Wall Street banks from making risky bets backed by taxpayer money. It shuts down ineffective regulators and creates financial transparency. And finally, it establishes a single agency whose sole mission is to protect American consumers. If Senate Republicans choose to boast about their unanimous vote to protect Wall Street abuses, so be it. But Senate Democrats are proud of their unanimous vote to oppose them. And the response. Senate Majority Leader Gardiner responds to Democrats' vote against memorial calling for repeal of Dodd-Frank Act. Tallahassee, Fla. Senate Majority Leader Andy Gardiner, of Orlando, released the following statement today regarding Florida Senate Democrats voting against Senate Memorial 1778, the repeal of the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2010. Senate Memorial 1778 urges Congress to remove the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2010 and its government obstacles which have led to a reluctance or inability for many banks to lend to small businesses. Small businesses and the free market are at the very foundation of our nation and what make it the greatest in the world. They do not need more obstacles and oversight, especially when they already have Obamacare to deal with. It comes down to philosophical differences on how to create a more vibrant economy. The conservative solution is to remove obstacles, while Democrats on the state and national levels continue to insert overreaching government. During a time when Florida is beginning to see results from hard work to cut regulation and decrease burdens on companies employing Floridians, today Senate Democrats again showed that their strategies stand in contrast to these efforts.